Today is a good day. We get to intentionally put holes in things, though we do have to also get a little bit of exercise while we are wearing these. Welcome back, everyone. This is the Secret Garden YouTube channel. My name is Seth. Thank you very much for joining me today. Today, we're going to be talking about how to aerate and the best way to aerate your lawn. Okay, so since this stump has not been ground down yet, I have a perfect place to sit in the middle of the yard. Now, let's talk about aerating your lawn. Now, a few quick things. The reason why you need to aerate your lawn is if your lawn is too compacted, the ground is too hard. And what we're talking about here, the reasoning why that's an issue is because your grass roots will not be able to go very deep into the soil. So if your ground is really compacted, your grass roots might only go down an inch or two. But grass roots, just like your regular veggies in your garden, can go a lot lower than that. Now, the lower the roots can go means that the longer your grass can withstand drought weather without it raining, without you using your sprinkler, whatever the case is. This also actually helps during the winter if your roots are a lot lower. If the roots are able to go a lot lower, your grass will also do a lot better during the winter when you have freeze and the frost come in. Will do a lot better. So how do we fix that? How do we make your lawn not be so compressed, not be so hard? Well, that is where aeration comes in. Now, there's a few different types of aeration that we do. These shoes here are how you do core aeration. Now, very simplistic explanation here is you put these shoes on and you basically walk around your yard, and these spikes here are going to put holes in your ground. Now, there's a few different methods on doing core aeration. You have these shoes, which is preferably what I like. You also have other tools where you're actually able to pull plugs out of your ground, where it actually takes the dirt out. That is probably the best method. The problem is those plugs, usually you only have two tines on them or one tine, and that is going to take hours to do even a small lawn like I have. Way too much effort. It's backbreaking. You don't want it to deal with that. The one negative people talk about these is it kind of like just pushes the soil down a little bit, which technically it does because it's not taking the soil out. But this is still a huge benefit because what this is doing is you're going to be basically putting holes all throughout your whole lawn. This is not going to damage your grass, so don't worry about that. And what that does then is it actually allows oxygen to come into those holes, and then it allows the roots to go further throughout and allows water to penetrate. It's going to loosen up the soil a little bit. But the key, and really to get your best results when you're aerating, is to use a liquid aerator with your core aerator. Now, you can only use a liquid aerator if you want, but I definitely recommend using your core aerator first as well. Now, what this is, it's basically a soil conditioner. There's multiple different types you can get. The one I use is called Revive. You can get it, I'll try to put a link below. I'm not sure if Amazon has it right now, but you can get it at Home Depot or Lowe's. And basically what this does is it softens your soil. It breaks up the clay, the condensed soil, and it really breaks it up and makes it softer. And so what we do here is we use our core aerators to put all those holes throughout the whole lawn. And then afterwards, we come back with our liquid aeration, and this will actually go into all of those holes and have direct access to the dirt that is actually compacted, breaking it up really, really well. Now, if you use a liquid aerator, it will eventually break that up without using this, but it will take a lot longer. Usually it takes a good couple applications to see a difference, and usually you only aerate in the spring and the fall, so it could take a good year to notice a difference. So I definitely recommend doing this. Now, one other reason why I like doing this instead is that a lot of people, when they're trying to take care of their grass really well, they have a sprinkler system. And I know for myself at least, when this was installed, I have a lot of the wires and hoses that are only about 4 inches or so below the ground level here versus the 6+ that they're supposed to be. And so if I use any of those larger aerating ones, I'm afraid I'm going to do damage to my irrigation system. But nothing is going to be this 1.5 inches, 2 inches here. That high above. So I know that I'm not going to do any damage. You won't do any damage either when you're using a core aerator like these shoes. So I definitely recommend this. And you can actually find these on Amazon. There's a link below. I think this was only $26, I believe. And then the Revive, I believe, is about $14, and I got this specific one at Home Depot. So when you go to apply this, one very important thing is that you want to make sure it has rained really well previously, the day or so previously, or you use your sprinkler really well. And the reason why this is because you want the ground to be as soft as possible. You don't want it to be super hard and compacted. If you're walking around with this and the ground's been dry and it hasn't rained for 4 days, it's really, really hard for it to get into the ground. You want it to be easy so you can just walk along your yard simply without having to put too much effort into it. So for us, it rained last night, and it's also rained a decent amount today as well. So the ground and everything is nice and soft, which will be really easy to use this. That's another reason why you actually don't do this in the summer, because in the summer your ground usually is extra compacted even more, so it's a lot harder. So we usually kind of stick to doing this in the spring and the fall time. And then also, as soon as you finish your core aeration, you're going to go ahead and do your liquid aeration right afterwards. And now with this, you do want to water immediately after as well. And what you'll see is it's kind of soapy, kind of like dish soap, and you'll see that liquid on your leaves. And what the purpose is, you want to use your sprinklers and wash all of that down so it goes into the dirt. You don't want this to dry just on your grass, because then you have no benefit to it. You want it to go down into your soil so that it can start breaking up that soil and making it softer so the roots can go lower. Okay, so let's go ahead and I'm going to get my shoes on and get ready. And then I guess I should position you better first so I can get a nice position. I'm just going to walk. You want to make sure you know where you walked. So I'm just going to walk back and forth like this throughout the whole lawn. And then I will get my hose ready for this. So let's position the camera first. Now we are done. We did our nice walkabout, got our holes punched in our ground, got a good amount of the liquid aeration down, and the last step before you're completed is watering really well. Again, the purpose is to get all that liquid down into the holes, into the soil, to break up the soil, not the grass itself. So let's get wet to come and get my camera. Could have walked around, but it's way funnier to see me get wet. Okay. So that's it, guys. It's pretty simple. It does take a while. I mean, I think that was 30-something minutes or so. It'll hopefully be a lot quicker when I edit the video. But it does take a while. I got a little bit of a sweat. You know, it is a little bit muggy outside, though. But it's very, very important. It is really nice. If you grow a garden, you know how that nice, loose soil that you want for your veggies. Well, it's the same thing for your grass. It will be super happy. That dark green grass you got in your yard is probably because you've got really nice, fluffy soil. The grass that's a little bit lighter shade, maybe yellow, browning, not doing as well, probably needs to be aerated. Now, I'm still going to go do my side and backyard as well. No reason to show you all that. It's the same exact method, of course. Thank you again very much, everybody, for joining me on this video. If you have any questions, make sure you comment below. I am shocked I haven't said it already, but please smash that like button. It's exciting when I see a bunch of likes coming on. I know which videos do really well. Seems like the grass videos mainly get the most attention, but I very much do appreciate it, everyone. Again, if you have any questions, please comment below. I always answer all of the comments. Thank you very much, and have a great day.